Good morning. I was just sitting here having my little coffee, and I started thinking about something that really I think I need to share with you. Welcome to my page if you're new. If you're old, welcome back. Listen, y'all. I am so sick and tired of people using the excuse of staying high in the vortex to avoid a tower that's falling. I'm just going to keep it positive, is what they're saying. Knowing you in circumstances that you shouldn't even be in, but you're going to keep it positive so that you can avoid what really needs to happen. If your house is burning down to the ground, positively call the fire department so they can wash it to the ground and stay positive. Okay? Period. Stop playing with me. I cannot do it anymore. I'm just so sick of hearing that shit. The sky is falling. Stay positive. Figure out what you're supposed to do in that lane. Get it together. What you really supposed to be doing in that lane. That's what you figure out. And stay positive while you do it. Okay? That's it. I remember when the divine told me, after I was crying one day, I was like, Lord, why are people so mean? Seemed like for the first 45 years of my life, I didn't even know nothing about no anger like that. Even if I didn't get angry and people didn't mess with me like that. If you did something to me, it happened and it was over to me. I mean, I walked away and probably forgot that we had the argument. It didn't even matter, right? My children said, you didn't teach us about these goons out here in these streets. You only taught us love, Mom. But there's a balance. There's a balance. And when you don't let people get what they're supposed to get, not only do you disrespect yourself, but you get disrespected. The intentions of a person are the intentions of the person until you, especially when they're messing with you, unless you stand up for yourself and let it be made known. You can't assume they're going to get it. They're not even in that zone. They're not in the positive vortex. So when I asked God when I was 45, I said, why are people so mean? I'm crying, standing in my kitchen. And the divine said to me, because you sound like Charlie Brown. I sound like Charlie Brown. You sound like Charlie Brown. Wah, wah, wah is exactly the vibe that the divine gave back to me. I couldn't understand it. And the divine said, they don't even understand you. They don't even understand you. You're here. Specifically, you sound like you are in France somewhere, and they're down here in America. They don't even understand you. So, yes, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. You haven't said anything. Long and short of it is, you need to meet people where they are and keep the same love, heart posture. So that puts me in the mind of this right here. When a tower needs to fall, it's already fallen. In some cases, it's fallen. If it's fallen, call the demolition people and have them to come scoop that shit up. And you get on to the next, okay? And if it's falling, step back and let it fall. Can you imagine a building falling or your house falling and you trying to catch the bricks with your hands? Let it fall. families, people, you end up causing for there to be so much hurt and pain. Not only do you shortchange yourself from the changes that need to be made in your life, but you also become like, I call it a spiritual abortionist. You're prohibiting someone else from going through what they need to go through by allowing them to continue abusing you. Some of them know and some of them don't know. Some of them react out of fear that they're losing what they had intentionally began with you. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Case in point, I just thought about something. Quick download. Master manipulators are very, very high functional in terms of their intentions. Let's just say that. It's like I don't want to give them credit. But they know their prey. They knew you before you knew them. Okay? They knew you before you knew them, and in some cases, before y'all knew y'all. You don't even know the gifts that you are. And these days of divination where it's very high ranking and people are really starting to learn and understand about spirituality and the gifts that we have, the ability of and access to, right? Okay, you have a lot of people who are right now, this day and age, rehearsing and learning certain things in terms of how to steal, not physically, honey, energetically, swapping. So when you stay low, easy access, quick vortex to you and to all that you have. You wonder why one day you wake up one day and you have no energy, no pizzazz to do anything. It's because they done zapped you. They done swapped all of that energy from you. And you know how they got it? Because you were in low vibration. You over there talking about Susie, Mary, and Jay. Meanwhile, somebody sees the real truth of you and they over there swapping. But anyway, let's stay on task. So what just came to me, because master manipulators are very emotional. They cry, hoop, holler, and scream, honey, will perform. And they perform those emotions to their audience too. Okay? Not just you. When you trying to walk out the door and you know that you're supposed to go because the divine has said you got to go. Okay? You got to go. And you like, nah. And then you finally get the strength and you say, okay. But then you got the master manipulator that is freaking out because you are walking away. Their meal ticket, their idea. They don't want to do the work, but they see you got it. That's how they gonna do it. I remember when the divine gave me the instruction to go back to school. For what, Lord? I'm not trying to do all that. I am supernaturally certified and proud of it. You done taught me everything. What do I need to do that for? And the divine said, but they need it. I was like, well, I wrote pregnant in the spirit. How about I become an honorary doctorate? Pray for an honorary doctorate. No, I need you to do the work. I had to do the work. One of those books is my thesis. Part of the Happiness Connect collection, The Common Ground, Breaking Down the Walls Between Us, A New Earth. I'm going to tell you something. Somebody's got a tower that you got to let fall. And you've been holding on brick by brick because you don't want to do the work. One thing about this game called life, and we're trying to get to the fun. We got to get over this mess first. We have to clean up the mess. Like I used to tell my children. Yeah, I know y'all may mess up the room again, but we're going to clean it up first. You know? We got to clean it up. So let's clean up. Go ahead and do the work. Clean up so that you can sit down in a nice clean house and have fun. That's what we're trying to get to. So I need all of you high vibrational people who call yourself keeping the peace in scenarios that are over. Some of you, it's over. You just know it's over. The divine have to tell you, you already know. And then others of you, the divine that told you specifically, and you're ignoring. Baby. I don't even know what to say. Because I don't even know what that looked like. Because when the divine told me to say, tell them you want a divorce. That day, I said it. That day. We didn't even wait. Tell them to pack that stuff up. Tell them I said so. And they know why. Right? That day, I sent the text with tears in my eyes after I had already had enough. Okay? You know you didn't have enough. You are riding off an emotion of a good time. And you're on a roller coaster. And as soon as you leave that amusement park, baby, you're going right back to dry land. You done left Cedar Point, honey. Cedar Point, in case you don't know, look it up. But anyways, Cedar Point was a place I frequent. It was the amusement park that I frequent when I was a little girl. But that amusement park, it's only so long you can stay there. After a while, the lights turn off, and you gotta leave, and you gotta go home. Back to the lecture at hand. To look yourself in the face. And decide who you gonna follow. And it sure ain't, is it the Ghostbusters? Because that's real stuff these days. The Ghostbusters. Y'all don't even see it coming. Master manipulators. They may come in a physical form. Some of them may know divination and some of them don't. The ones that do, God bless America. Illusions, love spelling, and all kind of stuff. I don't deal with that. That's witchcraft. Okay, baby. Okay. You don't have to deal with what is. You wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. What did you think that was? Just the scriptures of Ephesians. What if I wrote the book Ephesians 3:1-6? Is that what you just thought it was? No, boo. One of the greatest wars. I'm one of the leaders in it. I'm a pioneer. We're not going to go there. Don't want to lose you. This isn't that video. We'll talk about that later. Or you could check out some of the other videos. I just had to get on here this morning because this morning I was just thinking about the people trying to catch the bricks that's falling off a house that's burning down. And refusing to admit that it's burning down. Refuse to admit that it is what it is. And then you say, oh, I'm not. I'm going to stay positive. And I'm going to stay in this. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to stay in here while the house burning down.